Hello everyone. In today's video I'll be going over how to replace the battery in your Vantrue N1 dash camera. Some things you'll need is a small Phillips screwdriver, a prying tool. If you don't have a prying tool, fingernails, guitar pick, or any thin object, possibly even a knife, not recommended. Should work. You'll need a replacement battery, 3.7 volt lithium polymer, a soldering iron, and some solder. First thing we'll need to do is remove the SD card if you haven't already. This particular camera has 4 screws holding the external case together. We'll remove those first. It's always a good idea to have a small container to put any screws in. A plastic bag works great. A magnet works very well also. Alright, now that we have those screws out, we can start separating the front and rear halves of the case. So the way this is held together is there are snaps up here and also down here that hold the front and rear case to the top and bottom sections. Good place to start is the hole here, which is where the speaker actually is. Just get it started. And just run your tool across the top and the bottom. You can see here it's trying to start up, it gets caught in the boot loop. I actually accidentally pressed the button. So this is the button board. When this goes back together, the menu, I assume that's what that symbol is. It goes towards the top of the camera. There's also this black sleeve or insulator that needs to come out. There are also 4 screws which hold this board to this front case, which actually have to be removed to get to the battery. The battery is located right here. It's actually stuck to the inside of the case. So we'll go ahead and remove the screws. Just be very careful to not short the screwdriver against anything, because the battery is still connected, although the battery in this particular unit will not charge anymore. Alright, so these screws are slightly different than the screws that held the case together externally. See, these have a pointed end, whereas the external ones are just a flat bottom screw. And that's how we will distinguish them when we put it back together. Alright. So now we can start separating the front of the case. There's actually a snap right there as well. So once the front of the case is separated from the top and bottom pieces, we can actually remove those. Actually, we can just remove the bottom one. And there we have the case part. And here's the battery. It looks like it may have expanded and deflated at one point, which these LiPo batteries are actually susceptible to. The battery itself is held in with double sticky tape. It's actually a foam tape. Sometimes you can actually get it out intact. As you see here. What we'll try to do is peel this foam tape off and attempt to reuse it. Stick this back on. Before I do this, I just wanted to show you the original installed battery is a 502025 130 milliamp hour 3.7 volt battery. I didn't have one on hand, so I'm going to install this 602025, which is 180 milliamp hours, and hopefully they'll fit within the dimensions of the camera. We'll find out shortly. So what we're going to have to do next is desolder the old battery and solder the new one into place. Alright, so what we're going to do is desolder the battery, and I just want to note that once you get the battery desoldered, it's always a good idea to insulate the ends from each other, even though you know you have a bad battery. It's always a good idea to make sure you prevent any fires from occurring from shorting battery leads. It's best to do both, but if you can get at least one, you're pretty safe. Alright, so the replacement battery actually is pre-tinned, which means there's already a coat of solder on it, but I like to go ahead and add just a little, just to make sure. Move this out of the way so we don't melt the housing. At this point, I would normally plug in the camera to charge the battery and test it out, but since I don't have my charger handy, I'm going to just go ahead and reassemble this, but definitely check it all out before you put it back together and save you some time down the road. I'm just moving this wire to make a little more room for a slightly larger battery. symbol goes towards the top. Don't forget to put the microphone back in. It just press fits into its cavity. And once you have the microphone back in place, we can start putting our back cover back on. It should easily snap into place. And if it all looks good, reinstall the screws. You're all done. If it was charged, you should be able to power it on, but in this case I'll have to go charge it up, and it should be good to go for another couple years. So hope this helps somebody out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if this video helped you, and leave any comments you have or questions below. Thank you.